Well, today's recipe is a slight known territory, a slight territory which we wouldn't mind experimenting. It's a recipe which, trust me, is one of the most amazing party pleasers of all time. The name you may ask? Tandoori Broccoli Makhani. Let's begin. First things first, blanching the broccoli. I have water which is a roll boiling. I'm going to add in salt and then plunge in the broccoli. Let's do that. I want this also to sit comfortably in this pan so that the stalk starts cooking and the florets can cook in steam. Let's begin with the marination. Take some homemade fresh curd, the wonderful earthiness and smoke that comes in from the mustard oil, some salt, keeping in mind that of course the broccoli was pre-salted while blanching, and with this some spices, turmeric, red chili, a touch of garam masala. Let's mix this well. I'm going to use the same bowl to kind of marinate and bake so that the washing is the least of the utensils, of course, and apply this over the broccoli. The first is to ensure that the cavities are well flavored, because these are generally pockets that are least flavored. When this is kind of marinated from the inside, we start marinating this on the outside as well. And the easiest step to that is to mop this up literally like so. The broccoli is now marinated and ready. This now goes in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Because this is pre-blanched, it will not take a lot of time in the oven. Otherwise, the problem in the oven is if you do not blanch it, it would get scorched on the outside and the stalk would still kind of remain stocky and tough. While this is baking, I'll quickly move on to making the makhani base or the gravy or the sauce. Let's do that. Add in tomatoes which are washed and roughly cut, some cashew nuts, some roughly cut onions, cloves of garlic, sugar, salt, salted butter, a touch of garam masala, turmeric powder, red chili powder, and finally dried fenugreek leaves. I'm going to slide white vinegar on the sides of the pan so that this starts sizzling. This also kind of deglazes the pan and gets all the burnt particles together. This is the time when I would like to add in hot water. Allow this to roll boil for a couple of minutes. When I say couple, I mean 15 to 20 minutes. The tomatoes have to get nicely mushed up, after which we're going to blend this. You would have realized and noticed I've actually put the tomatoes at the base and I've built up all the ingredients on top of the tomatoes. And with the steam, of course, the butter will now start melting and things like that. But why am I not stirring it, or why am I not adding water or anything at this stage? Is for a simple reason, is because I want to show you another way of smoking a dish. What I'm doing is I'm literally burning the tomatoes at the bottom, and eventually that browning, the brown bits, will add into the smokiness, the earthiness of this recipe, which otherwise is sweet, sour, creamy, of course rich. But this level of smoke can be derived only by doing this like that in a very natural way, or you'll have to then use a charcoal, warm it up, light it up, then add in a little bit of oil, give it a little bit of dungar or smoke and do it that way. But this one makes life really easy. And this now gets blended into a fine sauce. Our tandoori broccoli is baked and ready. Our makhani gravy is also ready. It's absolutely nice, fine, smooth, silken, velvety, buttery, makhani-like, literally where the name makhani comes in from. By any chance, if you do not kind of trust your apparatuses, you can, after blending, you can sieve it nice, fine and smooth, and that's the whole beauty of it. Heat it once again and then we directly start assembling this in a platter. Let's do that now. Perfect. And finally, I'm going to garnish this with some cream, with some chili oil, pomegranate kernels, and paneer, either grated or finely cut. The whole beauty is you take this as a whole community platter, as a whole family platter where you sit together and enjoy the beauty of this wonder meal together. This is me, Varun, signing off. Bye for now.